Yeah, so hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Handmade by Caro Experience. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to make a bag. And these are the materials I'm going to be using. This is a lock. The lock comes along with its screws, a lighter. These are side clips. A tapestry needle. These needles for clipping the base, 3.0mm hook, a pair of scissors, and yarn. I'm going to be making it using polymer cream in this color. So let's dive into the tutorial. Yeah, so guys, we are going to start up with the base, and for the base you're going to make a slip knot. Make a slip knot and chain 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so here I am with my 16 chains, and you're going to skip one chain from the hook and make a single crochet in the next chain. That's a single crochet. Yeah, and what we are going to do, you're going to get your slip stitch marker and label your starting point. Our starting point here is this one chain that we skipped. So we have to label it with a slip stitch marker so that we get to know where our starting point is. Yeah, so that's our starting point. Then we are going to go ahead with placing one single crochet in each chain stitch until you're remaining with one chain to get done with it. So go ahead placing one single crochet, and let me meet you when you're remaining with one chain to complete this row. So here I am, I'm remaining with one chain stitch to complete the row. So I'm going to place one single crochet here. That's one. Then two, another single crochet. I place a slip stitch marker. Those are two. It's giving me a hard time. Those are two. Add 3. Place a slip stitch marker to label the third. Guess I should be removing them. Those are 3. Place one more. Those are 4. We are making the base, guys. Yeah. And the very last one, those are 5. Yes, and after placing the slip stitch marker, I think you can see it has curved a bit. This is what we want because we want an oval base. So go ahead placing one single crochet all the way through until you reach the starting point. Yes, so here I am, guys, and I have one single crochet left to the starting point. So we are going to do what we did on this side. This one already has one, so you're going to place one, then 2, place a slip stitch marker, then 3, place a slip stitch marker, then 4, then 4, we place a slip stitch marker, yeah, and 5 is this starting point. Yeah, so I think you can see here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 slip stitch markers, and on the other side we also have 1, 2, 3, 4 slip stitch markers. What you're going to do, you're going to remove this where the starting point is. place a single crochet, and yes, here you are. Yeah, so that is it. So we are going to continue with one single crochet until we reach this end with our 4 slip stitch markers. So I'm back where we had our slip stitch markers, and this time around we are going to make an increase. So you're going to remove your slip stitch marker, place one single crochet, and place another single crochet. So we are placing 2 single crochet in each space that has a slip stitch marker. So what you do, you come to where you placed your first single crochet and put back your slip stitch marker. That's how we are going to increase. Remove this, place one single crochet and one more single crochet in the same space. We are increasing, guys. Yeah, so you're going to come where you placed your first single crochet and put back your slip stitch marker. Go to the next. We are increasing only where there is a slip stitch marker. Go to the next and place 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. Yes, so you're going to come where you placed your first single crochet and put back the slip stitch marker. I think you can see an increase. The space between the slip stitch markers increases. There is 1 chain stitch in between each of them. 1 chain stitch. So we are going to the very last. Remove, place 2 single crochets. 1 and 2 single crochets in the same space. Come, go to the very first single crochet and place back your slip stitch marker. Yeah, so this is how we increase. I think you can see the space in between the slip stitch markers has increased. Compared to this side, they are stuck to each other, but here there is that 1 space. So we're going to go ahead and place 1 single crochet until we reach this end where there are slip stitch markers, and we also make an increase. Yeah, so here I am, guys, on the other side, and we are going to do exactly what we did on the other end. You remove your slip stitch marker, place 2 single crochets in the same space, 1 and 2. Then you come to your very first single crochet and put back your slip stitch marker. So basically it's a repetition of what we did on the other side. Remove your slip stitch marker, place 2 single crochets in the same space, go to the very first single crochet you made and place back your slip stitch marker. So guys, it's just a repetition. So what we did this side is what you're going to do on the other end, and you'll see the spaces between the slip stitch markers is going to increase. You're going to have 1 chain separating these 4 slip stitch markers. Yes. Yeah, so guys, I'm done with increasing our base on both sides. What we are going to do, it's so simple. It's just a repetition. Continue with 1 single crochet, and I don't know which size of bag you're doing, but I'm making a mini bag, and I'm going to do the rest of the rows off camera, and I'll get back. I'll let you know how many rows I made. Yes. A simple reminder, you only increase where there is a slip stitch marker. When you reach here, you're going to remove your slip stitch marker, place 2 single crochets in that space, put back your slip stitch marker in the very first single crochet that you placed in this space. When you come here, you're not going to make an increase. When you go to the next, you're going to increase. We only increase where there is a slip stitch marker by placing 2 single crochets in that space. And yeah, this is what you're going to do all the way around. Even when you come on this other end, that's what you're going to do. So let me make these rows off camera, and I'll let you know how many rows I made when I return. Yeah, so guys, I went ahead and made 2 increases the way we were increasing. After that, I removed all the slip stitch markers and I remained with one to show us the starting point. Yes, I made 2 increases, then I made 1 row of plain single crochet and removed all the slip stitch markers. I remained with 1 for the starting point. So here we are. And for this row, we are going to do something a bit different. Yeah, let me remove the slip stitch marker. We are going to do something a bit different. We are going to be placing, 1 single crochet in the front loop only. Yeah, this is the front, these ones facing you are the front loops and this is the back loop. So we are going to place 1 single crochet in the front loop only. Yes, 1 single crochet front loop only, and we are going to do this all the way through until we get back to our starting point. Yes, we are done with the base of the bag, guys. Sorry I didn't show you, this was my base. This is the wrong side and this is the right side. This is my base. Yes, so let's continue. Go ahead placing 1 single crochet front loop only, and let me meet you at the starting point. Let me meet you here, guys. So here I am from the starting point. I think you can see, guys, it has curved a bit. It's no longer some flat, it has curved. Yes, so when we get here, we are going to change. What we are going to do, we are going to stop placing 1 single crochet in the front loop only. We are going to go ahead placing 1 single crochet all the way through. So we are going to place 1 single crochet all the way around. Right now we have no starting point. Yes, so I'm going to go ahead placing 1 single crochet. Let me show you something, guys. I think you can see it's now building a body. So you're going to go all the way around placing 1 single crochet until you have the length of the bag that you want. Yes, so I'm going to return when I have the length of the bag that I want, and I'll show you guys. Yes, so guys, this is what I came up with. Let me measure. I'm using this big tape measure. My bag is not 5.7, 6 inches. Yeah, let's say 6 inches. This is it, it's just enough. So next step, we are going to place these other side. This is how the bag is supposed to be, like this. And if you can see me, okay, well, I'm going to place this other side. Oh my god, it's hard, but I'll place it now, like this, and do the same on this side. Yeah, so this is it. The next thing we are going to do, we are going to make the cover for the bag. Yeah, I'm going to put this aside and make the cover for the bag. Yeah, guys, we are going to make a cover for the bag, and we're going to make this cover in a zigzag puff stitch format. Yeah, and for this format, it's supposed to be done in multiples of 3. Yes, for the size of this bag, I'm going to chain 18, then you add 3, because the zigzag puff stitch, whatever multiple of 3 you have used, you add 3. Yes, so I'm going to make a chain of 18. So guys, I made 18 chains, and 18 is a multiple of 3. Yes, one thing I forgot to tell you, when you're making these chains, they should be so loose. Yeah, because puff stitches, they tend to turn out so big, so bulky. Yes, you don't need to, if you make it tight, it will look a bit funny. Yes, so on top of my 18 chains, I'm going to chain more 3. So that's 18, 19, 20, and 21. Yeah, so after making these 21 chains, I made 18 and I added 3. You're going to yarn over and skip 2 chains. You're going to skip 2 chains, leave alone this chain that is next to the hook. We don't count it as a chain. So you're going to skip these 2. 1, let me get closer. You're going to skip 1 and 2, then into the third. You're going to get into the third with a double crochet. Yes, this is it. So after getting into the third with a double crochet, you're going to yarn over. You're going to come behind this double crochet, this chain that we skipped, the one that is behind the double crochet. You're going to place a puff stitch. Actually, you're going to place puff stitches into this chain that we skipped. How do we make a puff stitch? You yarn over, get into this chain that you skipped, pull through your chain. To complete a double crochet, you have to pull through all. You don't. We pull through all after all the 3 double crochets. That's 1. This is 2. And this is the third. You can go ahead and make 4 or 5, but I prefer 3. So you're going to pull through all. Yes, that's our very first puff stitch. Then you chain 1 to secure your puff stitches. It doesn't count as a chain stitch for the work. It's just to secure these puff stitches. Yes, and after that, you're going to yarn over. Yeah, so after that, you're going to yarn over, skip this 1 chain and go into the next with a double crochet. Yes, after making the double crochet, you're going to come back behind to this chain that you skipped and place a puff stitch. We are going to yarn over thrice, then we complete our double crochets. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Then you complete your double crochets and chain 1. Yeah, so this is what we are going to be doing until we reach the end. Let me show you one more time, guys. You skip 1 chain stitch, go into the next with a double crochet, and for the puff stitches, you come behind this chain that you skipped and place 3 puff stitches. And to make them, you yarn over once, yarn over twice, yarn over thrice. They should be a bit loose. Then you pull through all and chain 1. So yeah, this is what we are going to be doing, guys. Skip 1 chain stitch, go into the next with a double crochet, come back in the and place 3 puff stitches in the chain 1 stitch that you skipped. So let me meet you when you're remaining with 1 chain at the end. Yeah, so guys, here I am. I'm remaining with 1 chain stitch to complete my row. Here it is. Whatever number that you used, whatever multiple of 3 that you chained, you should be remaining with 1 chain. Yes, the only difference we have is the number of puff stitches. Let me see, I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Yeah, so you may have less or more depending on the on the multiples of 3 that you chained. Yes, and for this last chain that is remaining, you're going to yarn over and place a half double crochet. Yes, here it is. So we want this part to look like this part, the chain 3 that we made. Yeah, so for the second row you're going to chain 2 and turn your work. And when you turn your work, I hope you can see this space where you completed this puff stitch from. I don't know if you can see here, here, here. You're going to go into this space with a double crochet. So you yarn over and place a double crochet into that space where you completed your puff stitch from. Yeah, and after that you're going to come into this space, this, and place a puff stitch under. The double crochet was placed on top of the puff stitch that was completed. So for the next puff stitch we are going to put it down under here in this space. So you're going to yarn over 1, yarn over 2, yarn over 3, and yarn over, pull through all, then you chain 1 to complete. That's why it's called a zigzag puff stitch. This one goes this way, this one faces this way. Yes. Next step, you're going to come to this space where you completed this puff stitch from and place a double crochet. After placing a double crochet, then under that double crochet you've placed, there is a space. That's where you're going to place the puff stitch. Yarn over once, twice, and thrice. Yarn over, pull through all, and chain 1. So basically this is what we are going to do. And let me meet you at the end when you have the same number of puff stitches like the ones you had in the first row. Yes. Place a double crochet where you completed your puff stitch from. Go under your double crochet with a puff stitch. So that is it. Let me meet you at the end. So guys, I'm back and I'm literally done with the second row. Yes, I think you can see now. Yes, this one goes this way, this one goes this way. That's why they call it the zigzag puff stitch. Yeah, so the first row I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The second row I come with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, but as you can see, our second row is not done. Yes, what are we going to do? You're going to yarn over, come on top of this half double crochet and place a half double crochet to complete your row. Yeah, so this is it guys. This is what we are going to do. You're going to repeat row 2 for as many rows as you want. Yeah, so don't forget you chain 2, turn your work. If you have the same number of puff stitches, then you're on the right track. But if it's less by 1 or more by 1, then there is an error somehow, somewhere. Yeah, so after chaining 2 and turning your work, you come here where you completed the puff stitch, place a double crochet. Go under that space with a puff stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over, pull through all, chain 1 to secure your puff stitches. So basically guys, this is what we are going to be doing for as many rows as you want. Don't forget at the end of the row to place a half double crochet, chain 2, and turn your work. That is it. Let me meet you when we are going to sew the cover onto the bag. Yeah, so guys, I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows of the puff stitches that are going to act as the cover of our bag. And I need to hide this yarn, then we sew the cover onto our bag. Yeah, so this is our bag and this is our cover. I'm going to sew it onto the bag like this, and it will cover our bag like this. Let me do it this way. This is how it's supposed to be. This is how our bag is supposed to look like. Yeah, so let me sew our cover onto the bag. Yes, I got a tapestry needle and unraveled this very yarn. So let's start. Let's start from here. Yeah, so guys, basically this is it. This is our bag. And if you got confused at the beginning with the oval base, I have a whole tutorial on my YouTube channel. Yes, showing how to make an oval base for bags, for baskets. Yeah, so you can go and check it out. You can go and check out that video to help you out. Yeah, so guys, right now, as you can see, I'm done with sewing the cover of our bag. This is how it's supposed to be. Yes. So right now we are going to be placing the lock. This is supposed to be attached here, and this is supposed to be here. So just clip them together. Yeah, supposed to press it so hard, and this. I want to make sure it's attached to the bag. Yes, you're not scared of anything, right? And when it comes to this, we're going to clip it here like this. I'm supposed to put it here and attach some screws. It has some screws. Yes, so sorry, it has some small tiny screws that I'm supposed to attach. Yeah, so I'm done placing the lock. This is it. So we are going to place a simple chain onto the bag. Where is it? Not so long, not so short. It's just a simple one, in case the client wants a chain. Yes, so this is it. Done. This is the chain of the bag, but I want to place a simple handle here. Yeah, and to make the simple handle, you're going to make a slip knot and make a chain of 16. This is totally optional. If you want, you can put it. If you don't want, you don't. Yeah, and you can make more than 16. I just prefer 16 because I want it super short. And after making your 16 chains, you're going to go into the second chain with a single crochet. Yeah, go ahead and place single crochets. You'll remain with 15 single crochets. Yeah, and when you get done with placing single crochets, normal single crochets, this is what you're going to be having. Chain one and turn your work. This time round we are going to place one single crochet in the back loop. These ones facing us are the front loops and this is the back loop. So go ahead and place one single crochet back loop until you reach the end. One single crochet back loop until you reach the end. So when you reach the end, you're going to chain one, turn your work and make 2 more rows of single crochet back loop. Those are 3. So you'll have 3 rows of single crochet back loop plus the first one that was a normal single crochet. Let me meet you when you're done with them. Yeah, so after making one normal single crochet, I went ahead and placed 3 more rows of single crochet back loop, and this is what I came up with. So we are going to sew this together. Yes, we are going to sew this together and we shall have our simple handle done. Yes, so go ahead and sew this to this, the opposite sides together. Yes, and so this is our handle. We are done. Yeah. Oh my goodness. What's not happening? Okay. Yeah, and you're supposed to place these and attach it to the bag. Yeah, but one ring is big and the other is small. I've just realized it, but I have nothing to do because my client is really waiting. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place it in the 3rd hole to make sure at least they are a bit equal. Yes, I really have nothing to do but to place it that way. Yeah, and you come here. Where could it be? It's here. I'm even confused. So I'm going to attach this here like that, and also attach this here. Oh my God. Yes, this is our simple handle. This is it, guys. Thank you for watching. Can't wait to see you in my next video.